Jay here, Full-Time Devils.
Hi, Jay.
Hi, Steve. Okay. And this is the post-Sir Alex Ferguson United signings tier list.
AKA Pantheon of Legends. Am I right?
Mate, it's an absolute...
I'm fucking
well
nowhere
said, it
near
is
right,
an absolute smorgasbord of amazing signings, as you can imagine. So joining me today, as you may have noticed, is Mr. Stephen Howson.
Hi, Jay.
Actually, Mr. Stephen Howson, if you go and check on his social media, and if you listen to our podcast, you'll find out why.
It's not that interesting.
And also, fresh from watching United's epic win over Leeds in the under-18s, David Pritt. How are we doing, Dave?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Are
Hi,
you
Dave.
so on stilts here? Why am I so low down?
What are you saying?
Is it just because I'm small and you're big? I don't like this. Why did I get the email about wearing
Mate,
black?
all black every day, you know the rules.
Do you know what I mean?
Boxer shorts are orange, though.
I might just take on my
More of a
tops off
fluorescent
and
orange
I'll
than
be
like
closer
a-
to them than I
Than
am
a
now.
regular orange.
Yeah. Oh, good.
a dribble,
So as we were saying, since Sir Alex Ferguson left, we've signed quite a few players. 31 last time I counted, and we're going to go through them and rank them in order.
It's almost as many as Pep signed.
Almost. In sort of a tier. So we're going to give them categories. Club legend. Might not
Probably
be
not many in that.
Yeah. No, if any. Solid signing, which is, good, decent, does what it says on the tin. Jury's out.
The solid sign, is that what we got, what we thought we were getting?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say solid. We paid money for them to do a job. They did that job, and then they left, or they're still there.
Sound.
Jury's out. We don't know.
Loads in that.
Yeah, could be good, could be bad. Let's wait and see. Failed to deliver.
Loads in that one.
Yes, I think that could be a meaty category. And complete disaster.
One or two in that.
Yeah, there's automatically one that springs to mind for me.
One more.
Yeah. How dare you wash your mouth up with soap and water? Don't even joke about the lovely one. So we're going to do it in order of when they signed. First up is, I think, right, am I missing someone here? I've got Fellaini. Did we sign someone else?
That fella Varela. I think technically was Moyes' first signing, but
and someone will comment on this. So, but listen, I've missed out Varela. I don't care.
he came in as a youth player.
Yeah, so
obviously club
he doesn't
legend,
count. So we'll start with Fellaini. Manuel Fellaini, 27.5 million from Everton. David, talk to me.
I think a solid signing. I think someone we could potentially still have.
What's the marking on this? Do we have to all agree to...
Just the majority rules, I think. I think,
okay, fair play.
we'll do it that way.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
2 out of 3 ain't bad. And if there, well, obviously 2 out of 3, there's going to be a majority of some sort, isn't there? Yeah, go on.
But yeah, he's someone that I would have kept at the club. He's not obviously a first starter or anything, but he's something to bring off the bench, to do certain things. I kind of miss him in the pitch, to be honest. I didn't like him in certain games, but I kind of miss seeing that big afro and him elbowing people.
For me, Manuel Fellaini is almost the epitome of you get what you paid for. And people argue he was crap, he was this, he was that, and the other. If you watched him for Everton and then you bought him from Manchester United, what did you think you were going to get? Did you think he was going to come on and be like Messi and start dribbling past players and doing scissor kicks into the top corner? Or did you think you're getting a bit of a thug who bit takes to his elbows, who will get stuck in and will get you some headed goals?
The reason he's gone is because he wanted to be a first choice player, and no.
Right.
To be fair to him as well, he won us quite a few games with some.
We wouldn't have won the Europa if it weren't for him, I don't think. He scored it with Rostov, one of the last minute win against Rostov.
I mean, going direct to
I don't
him
know if that was important
and his
or not,
bird's nest in the final.
Yeah.
That was
So,
a tic-tac. Solid signing.
Are we all just saying solid signing? I don't think any of us are going to argue club legend.
No.
And jury's out would be ridiculous. Juan Mata. Now this is where it gets tasty. 37.1 million from Chelsea.
Lovely though.
Lovely Juan Mata. Lovely one. It's you one.
I mean, just because he's a lovely guy, can he be a club legend? I don't think he can.
I think so, because I'd have said solid, but he's such a nice guy.
Yeah, but I think he's a solid signing.
I would argue club legend, and I'm not being schmaltzy because he's the loveliest man in the history of association football, but I think he scored some important goals. He's won us some trophies.
Oh, you got a low bar on legend, Jay.
I
used to have just one.
You've got a very high bar. I think though he's been at the club now for what, six and a half years? Is it 6 years?
The second signing, wasn't it?
Yeah. So he's done his stint. He's been there quite a while. He's always played, no matter what position you've asked him to play. He's never kicked up a fuss. He's got on with it. He's been a sub. He's come on. All right, he might have trudged off the pitch a few times with a bit of a sulky look on his face, but he's still participated.
I've trudged off from Old Trafford a couple of times recently.
He's the only player we've got who is remotely likely to score a free kick. No offence, Marcus Rashford. I do love you, but come on, let's be honest. So I don't know. I think when we're gonna bandy the word legend about like we do at this club, MUTV style.
Well, if it's on this list, and we're going through that list, if anyone can be a club legend, yeah.
I agree with the legend thing. I mean, say like he retired now in 10 years' time, we'll be looking back at him thinking, Christ, what a player he was. He's a legend of this club. Or you're thinking, yeah, he was a great player.
I hate that L word, mate.
I know you do, mate. I know you do, and I get it. I do get it. It's a bit scouse.
I used to say Manchester United have one club legend and his name's Sir Bobby Charlton. That used to be my bio on stuff.
Right.
That used to be my bio.
I mean, that's ridiculously high.
That's what a legend should be. Like Steve Bull, that's Wolves' legend. They don't have 900 legends. They might have had some good players playing for them, but you have to make...
If you're going to sit
you can't
there,
just say everyone's a legend.
If you're going to sit there and say to me that Brian Robson is not a Manchester United legend, then despite the fact you're an ex-Army veteran and you'll probably kill me, we are fighting.
It was when people go, well, what about Robbo? And you go... I mean, Cantar's my favourite player, but I wouldn't have classed him in the legend status. Right. And I go, that's because you've got to have... It's legendary. It's got to be the highest possible standard. You've got to tell people around a campfire about him.
I think you can have more than one legend at a club, like Manchester United.
So I've softened.
Right,
so it's him and Robbo.
Right, all right. Well, he's going solid signing then. Are you going club legend?
Do you know what? For the purpose of, like, fucking... modern kids on Twitter and shit. Yeah, legend.
Alright, well, let's agree then. Are you happy with that? You can have it on record if you disagreed. Ander Herrera.
Solid signing.
5 years at the club, then he went on a free transfer last summer, joining Paris Saint-Germain. Again, won his trophies. Loved Ander Herrera, loved his shithousery. Loved the way he...
got what we said. We said you got what you get what you paid for. We got what we paid for.
Solid signing is someone where he does what he says on the tin, and although it was a farce the way we went about getting him, we got him. He spent 5 years at the club. Is anyone arguing anything other than solid signing?
No.
I don't think there's any need to debate for the sake of it. Here's one for you then. Luke Shaw, 31 million quid.
I'm going to be kind and say failed to deliver, not a complete disaster. He failed to deliver.
Steve?
Failed to live up to the potential that he definitely had and showed at times.
Is anyone giving him a chance with Jory's out?
No.
I agree. People have been giving me grief on Twitter all about this, but
really,
amazingly, I've done my bit with Luke Shaw, and I'm done now. No, I agree. So Luke Shaw, sorry mate, failed to deliver. Turn it around, mate. Show us we're all wrong. Make someone clip this up and ram it down our throats.
Oh my God! Did you think Luke Shaw was like failed to deliver? Look at him.
I would love it.
As he picks up his 11th Ballon d'Or.
Exactly. I would love it. Because that means he's been a success at United.
Didn't even drop his kebab.
I don't think it's going to happen somehow. Here's one for you then. I'll start with you on this one, Marcus Robbo.
Again, this is where the personality of the player, Ander Herrera and Juan Mata, are in this mix. There's some players with top personalities that eclipses how good they were as a footballer for this football team.
Yeah.
And the guy that we signed after him, with Di Maria, he was actually a lot better than we like to think he was. But because he was a cunt, like we think disaster. So you got to separate the man and the ability here. And I think Rojo failed to deliver.
I'd say jury's out. I wouldn't say failed to deliver.
You can't say that on someone that's left. It's like,
he had some good games, and he did some. He did have bad tackling, but he had some good tackling as well. Yeah. But he also had some terrible games. So for me, his jury's out.
We signed him as a left back and moved him to centre half because he couldn't play left back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go right. We had a bit of a math getting him here with the whole his work permit. Then it turned out he beat up one of his neighbours allegedly. Bottled him. Yeah, that no one had bothered to check.
Yeah, and then that went away.
Yeah, that's handy. But I'm with you. I think love him off the pitch, love him on the pitch. We just didn't see enough of him. And I think if you're gonna spend that amount of money on an Argentinian international who's a regular, you expect him to play more games than he did play. So purely because of his injuries and the fact he didn't play.
The fact there's more photos of him in the stand with the fans than there is on the pitch, it says it all, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you, Steve. Failed to deliver. Angel Di Maria.
Failed to deliver. It's not a complete disaster because actually 13 assists in a league season or whatever it was.
He was player of the month for the first month.
I'd say Joey's out because he did start so well.
Joey's out. Fair enough.
I mean,
but he didn't deliver what we thought. He was a British record fee, remember?
I know, but he was good. He was good in parts. I mean, he was good until we scored that goal against Leicester, and then the team crumbled. Apart from up to that point, he was amazing, and he looked like this amazing signing. We got proper number 7. And then he just fell apart.
Yeah, and then just basically refusing to go to pre-season. All right, mate, we're here all at pre-season. We're getting on the coach. Where are you? And je ne comprends pas. Bye. Laters.
And plus, he had a bear on the pitch when he played against us. So
So what we're saying? What are you going with?
What the fuck does that mean?
He's all right.
I'm saying failed to deliver. I won't say complete disaster because, like Dave's saying, he was good at times, and he people just think that he did nothing for us. He actually scored a couple of decent. Was it Leicester? Who scored that goal?
Yeah,
Stop it.
Yeah. It was great.
And there was loads
but
of
after
assists.
that, the team fell apart and he fell apart.
He didn't was an L by Louis van Gaal playing him like as a striker at times, which is just crazy. He played him off the.
Don't really know where he played him, to be honest. He was like wide, but like
he
was like
he
some
moved
sort
him
of
back
weird inside forward. But,
and I think even at Anfield where you think he had he didn't really do anything. He set up one matter, didn't he, for his goal, one of his goals. So even when you thought he didn't do anything, he still got involved. So I'm going to go with failed to deliver. He's not a complete disaster. I'm with you on that, and I think it's a bit kind to say the jury's out. I think he spent 60 odd million or 59 million.
he didn't deliver, did he?
Yeah.
No.
So I just say I think he's just
Fair
sits
enough,
that box. Daley Blind,
Solid.
Solid.
Yeah, not a club legend by any stretch. I probably did what you were expecting him to do, and maybe we let him go a little bit early.
I think we let him go.
I think Ollie would have loved him. He was
Yeah.
clearly not a Jose player, but I think Ollie would have loved him.
He suffered, didn't he? That whole. I've got to be careful what I say here because I'm probably said it myself at one point, but that old thick mentality of he's too slow and he's small, you can't play.
Absolutely pocketed Lukaku, considering the sheer specimen difference.
Yeah,
just pocketed him.
He's one of the most intelligent players. I don't know if this is true, but I heard that like the German team in the World Cup, like the coach was like, "You want to watch Daley Blind? Have you got an example of how to read the game?" Because he read the game perfectly.
We played him out of position a few times as well.
It's not like us playing players out of position.
So he played centre back a few times, left back a few times, considering he's a midfielder.
He sort of went back to Ajax, didn't he, and showed
Looked
what
great
we were
alongside
missing.
the leg.
Yeah, it's a shame because again, off the pitch, lovely guy. Probably did what we expected him to most of the time. Just wasn't that sort of gung ho, tough tackling, throwing himself into challenges type of defender that everyone loves. When actually, if you think of what he did it the right way. So are we saying solid signing?
Yeah, definitely.
There's no point in going about. This is for me one of the most disappointing signings in the history of Manchester United Football Club. Radamel Falcao.
Complete disaster.
Fucking club legend, right?
Mate,
do you know what? When he
we got him,
if you'd have said pin a tab to him here, we've just signed him, I'd have been like, fucking legend.
I'd have been building a statue. I'd have been like, mate, this guy, fucking hell, 40 goals a season, standard.
Oh, yeah.
The thing that makes him a complete disaster is there was a game at Old Trafford, under 23 game, and he came on, he looked awful, and they subbed him off at half time.
Right, 4 goals in 29 appearances in total for Manchester United before he went back to Monaco. Are we going to give him any sort of leeway because he wasn't fully fit? He was recovering from an injury.
You can say that, but he went to Chelsea and he did exactly the same.
He was good again at Monaco though.
Was he just
was that Mbappe?
at United? Was he a complete disaster?
Yeah.
I'm not.
As much as it breaks my heart.
That's not a hill I'm willing to die on. I agree. I'm not going to fucking stick up for him. Here's one I'll say is a complete disaster before I even tell you who it is. Victor Valdez.
Did he even actually? Did he play like twice for us?
Victor Valdez, yeah, he used like under 23 games in his little meme that he made, didn't he, to show Van Gaal.
What?
Did you not see the picture that he made to show? Because Van Gaal criticised him, and he made like a little picture of him playing, and like all these games he played in, all 4 of them, and 2 of them like under 23s.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember that.
No, Slepson son.
No, it was horrible. It was just a horrible signing, and he was one of the few ex-United players that I was willing to boo when he came back to United with Derby or not Derby, whoever it was. I can't remember where he went. Wow. West Brom, I think. Complete disaster for me. Well, came with he's won the treble with Barcelona. He's meant we're going to start playing.
I don't even remember him playing.
That's that. Well, there you go. That's
disaster.
Not, yeah. This is hard for me. This Memphis.
Jury's out. I'd say.
Jury's out.
He was once again with like Di Maria. He was class at one point.
He failed to deliver.
And he also made Luke Shaw look good.
Right, he did. You're right.
And that was when Luke Shaw was good.
I don't think he was. I just think Memphis Depay made him look good because he did all the work for him.
Right. You're going. Joey's out.
Failed to deliver.
You're going failed to deliver. I'm with Steve. Failed to deliver. He just didn't deliver. He
couldn't. I don't think he could handle the pressure of Manchester United. And do you know some of the fans that give our players shit at the minute? One, did you see what he was wearing the other day?
Yeah.
He had some like Louis Vuitton Wellingtons on. Not even kidding. And like some sort of knapsack on his front. And he's got rap videos out. Right. You tell me how that goes down at United nowadays. Right. It's like you've just spooned one into the top of tier 2 Stretford end. Anyway. Check these beats. Fucking behave yourself. Come on, mate. Memphis would be might actually be crucified if he played for us now.
So what are we saying? Complete disaster?
No, failed to deliver.
Failed to deliver. Sorry, yeah.
Because like you got to separate the man and the what's it. You know?
Yeah, and he scored a couple of goals, didn't he? He did again. He had player of the month, I think, in his first month. He's another one who hit the ground running and then sort of staggered to a standstill. Matteo Darmian
failed to deliver.
Yeah, wasn't a disaster.
No,
top at centre half in the final against Ajax.
Yeah, give him that. Morgan Schneiderlin, £25 million.
Disaster.
Complete disaster. One of the worst midfielders I've ever seen. And what makes it worse is I stuck up for him for months. Convinced he wasn't this bad at Southampton. He's going to become good again. And he was shocking.
My mate was a coach at Southampton, still is a coach at Southampton. And he was like, you've got a fucking player there.
That's what I mean.
He'd be like, he'll be your captain one day. I was like, yeah.
I fell into that. I watched him at Southampton and saw him play well and thought, oh yeah, he was shit, but you know when you sort of double down on, well, you know better than anyone. You double down on an opinion rather than just admit you might have got it wrong. You're like, no, this is the hill I am going to die on.
I'm going to a tattoo parlour.
Yeah, and I did that with Schneiderlin.
What other shops are called a parlour?
Some barbers.
Yeah. Barber parlour.
Barber parlour. Don't think so, mate.
Oh, they are.
It's called barbers.
No.
Tattoo parlour. There's got to be another one.
What?
Beauty parlour.
Like ones that I might visit.
You've not been in a beauty parlour? No. Your hair's very nice. I thought you might have got it up special.
Beautiful is the word you're looking for.
Sorry, your hair's very beautiful.
Thank you.
Dog parlour.
What defines a parlour? It's another video, that.
Welcome to What Defines a Parlour with Jay.
Who's got the worst staff?
Dave. What do you mean?
Like, have you ever been to KFC and they've got your order right?
No.
Right. So, what? Go
on. I'm just watching in awe.
Pizza parlour. So why is it a pizza parlour and a chicken shop?
Right, you've got to go soon. We're not fucking digressing, wasting 10 minutes of this video doing about pizza parlours.
I think it's KFC. Get me in the comments. Where is the worst staff? Like, people were saying EasyJet, but like I've never had a run-in with people.
If the people at KFC are watching, we are open for sponsorship, by the way.
But your staff are shit.
Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Failed to deliver. Can't say disaster, but failed to deliver.
Failed to deliver.
We got him 2 years too late.
About 5 years too late.
Yeah, I agree.
He'd have been mint, wouldn't he? What about 2010? Oh,
don't stop it. Romero.
Club legend.
Freeman's.
Club legend.
Solid signing.
What more do you want from him, Jay? You tell me what more he could have done.
The best reserve goalkeeper.
He crashes his car and gets a clean sheet at the weekend.
Since Roy Carroll.
He'll crash his car.
That's what I'm saying.
Concede. Fucking club legend. Fact.
Right. Well, solid. We'll go with solid, even though Steve's fuming that we've not put. Bullshit. He's not joining Bobby Charlton as the only club legend at Manchester United.
And Robbo.
Anthony Martial is a controversial one.
Jury's out.
Definitely.
Do you know what? I don't know.
Right. We put a Ballon d'Or clause in the motherfucker's contract, right? That tells me you're expecting some sort of Ballon d'Or level performances. Have we had that? Not consistently.
Would that not be failed to deliver?
Which is why I'm saying jury's out.
All right, yeah, because he's still got a chance to prove himself. All right, yeah, I can go with that. Part of me thinks solid signing, but then part of me thinks because of that debut, the way we got him, and everything else, you expected probably a little bit more than what you've got. And he's probably on course to crack. He could maybe break. But
he's not even international at the moment.
Yeah,
I think we all expected him to be international.
I think unless he could break his record in terms of the amount of goals he scored in the season this season, or he could end up around the 16, 17 goal mark, which is his first season.
It's about consistency as well. If he's more consistent, he'd get up there, but he's not.
Jury's out then.
Yep, I think jury's out.
Eric Bailly.
Oh, by the way, the comments have just gone mental.
And Martial FC are just going to be like, he's the best player at the club. If he was born in Manchester, I couldn't care less where he's born. Seriously.
Yeah. I've just died on a hill for Sergio Romero.
Yeah. So, it's not all about bloody jingles.
Because he rented an house in our parade once.
Do you know what I mean? Eric Bailly, 30 million quid.
Jury's out.
Jury's out.
Again, I was going to say failed to deliver, but he's still got a chance to prove himself.
Still got to prove himself. Right, this is the one. Zlatan. I don't give a shit if he only played one season. He's a club legend.
No, it's a solid signing.
I think he delivered what you thought he was going to.
Stop with your logic, man. Right? He's the only player since Post-Fergie who actually arrived at United and was like, this is where I should fucking be, I belong here. Even Pogba didn't have that swagger. It was literally like, Yeah, and what?
But
he wasn't even asked. He was like, yeah.
But he did that in LA Galaxy thing.
Yeah, I know, but
that doesn't make him a legend.
He made me believe again.
Didn't he say to LA Galaxy, welcome as Zlatan?
Yeah. He basically did an interview where he said this entire league's shit, except me.
Well, he's hard to think.
He's got a goal a game now.
He announced his own thingy at LA, didn't he? He
Yeah.
bought the 2 pages out of the paper.
Right, so what we're going with then?
I think you say he delivered exactly what you thought he was going to deliver.
Solid.
He didn't score 30 goals. I mean, what did he do the season before? 52.
Yeah, all right. Solid signing, even though if I had my way, he'd be club legend. Henrik Mkhitaryan.
Disaster the way it ended. Although I think if you said failed to deliver, I mean,
It was a big part of 4-0 FC.
The biggest part of it.
And he got us to the Europa final. At one point, almost single-handedly.
Yeah, I think Scorpion goal as well.
Yeah, even though it was.
Do you know what? I think it was just like he fell out with Jose, and then Jose was like, "Fucking sling it, nerd." But I mean, I think you just have to look at what's happened at Arsenal with him since.
But
that's a guy that's fell off, isn't it, Royal?
I don't like him as much as well because we had to swap him for Alexis Sanchez.
Yeah, how much of the Sanchez deal plays into your mind when thinking about what happened with Mkhitaryan? I would say, actually, in a United shirt, I reckon you could probably count his bad performances on one hand.
Mkhitaryan?
Yeah.
He was one of them, though, when he was bad. He was terrible.
Shocking. Yeah, and when he was really bad, he was shocking, but I think he had way good performances than he had way bad. I would say, probably fair to say Jory's out, but because of what happened with fucking Sanchez and stuff.
Failed to deliver for me.
I'm going to say failed to deliver purely because, and I don't think it's his fault totally, he came in, didn't he, for the derby, had a stinker, got dropped for 3 months, and there was just always an air of just not happening for him, just all the time. Even when we had like that little purple patch when he did really well, then the wheels came off very quickly. Even when he did well in the Europa, he was terrible in the league at the same time.
Yeah.
It was just like there was no, it was always sort of tinged with disappointment. So I'm going to go, even though it's paper thin margins. Paul Pogba.
Jury's out.
Pogba FC are going to be whipping out some stats for you, Mr. Stephen Howson.
I mean, I really like him, but it is Jory's out.
Yeah, listen.
He's had some great seasons, but he was a world record signing. That's the minimum expectation, is that you have some great seasons. The expectation is you do what Robbo does.
I do think though with him, if he does stick around for the rest,
He's not
I know, but if he did,
around.
he could come a club legend.
But
But
if he sticks around, then yeah, he could, but he won't.
If we're talking about that many odds, I'm going to fucking get him pre-season for next year.
We're
and
recording
sign
this in
myself.
February, and I'll be amazed if he spends another 6 months at this club, to be honest with you.
I'm surprised that we don't see him shopping himself around. Like literally, I'm at a stage agents in Madrid today.
I'm surprised
but-
we don't see him doing a Peter Oddin Winger, literally outside the Bernabeu, his window down, out his car going, yeah, I'm happy to sign for Zidane. He just doesn't know it.
Well, to be fair to him, when he was high on morphine filming himself, he didn't mention any. That could have been the perfect situation to say, yeah, I want to sign for. But
Mate, he went on camera in the summer and said, I don't want to be here anymore, I want a new challenge, and people were still going, he don't want to leave.
And people were saying, oh, Raiola said last month that he didn't want to leave. Did he?
He fucking went on camera and said, I want to go, let me out.
And this is at the same time Raiola was like, I wouldn't bring anything here to United.
And people go, see, he wants to stay, Pogba. It's our fault for not being good enough for him. Regardless of whether you think we've not been good enough for him, the point is, he doesn't want to be here. He's got 4 months to really prove it in terms of when we can assess him fully. Yes, he's helped win us some trophies, but I think people forget as well, there's rose-tinted glasses a little bit, because I remember, Steve, we did a debate on a player of the season after his first season, and he wasn't even in the top 4.
Who won it that year?
I think...
Was it Ander?
No, it was Valencia. It was Ander, Zlatan and Valencia were the top 3.
Fuck.
I know, that sounds crazy. People go,
And it mad that Zlatan didn't win player of the year that year?
No. I think oh no, when we did the debate, I think you were sticking up for Zlatan, and I had Valencia, and someone else had Ander, and
But who actually won it? It was Ander won it that year.
I think Ander won it that year. But that's what I'm saying. Pogba wasn't even really in the discussion.
How the fuck is Ander Herrera winning that when you had Zlatan score 27 goals?
I think it was probably the timing, because Zlatan had peaks and troughs a little bit, didn't he? Again, we forget that. But yeah, my point being is that it's not always been great for Paul Pogba. You know, he had a very good season last season. He's had a pretty non-existent one this season.
Did you know?
Season wasn't great.
Laurent Blanc scored 83 goals in like 270 games or 240 games for Montpellier.
Fucking hell, that's like Steve Bruce
From
numbers.
centre half, it's not. It's like double Steve Bruce numbers. What?
That's
What?
ridiculous.
1 in 3 from centre half. There's a lot of penalties and headers in that, but
It's a lot.
Imagine that
a
now.
lot.
He'd be worth about £400 million. He's another one that we got just at the right time.
We couldn't use him now.
scored like 150 goals in his career.
We couldn't cross balls into him now.
Think about this. Rooney scored 250 goals at United. 253 if you want to get technical. Larry White scored 153 fucking goals from centre half.
If you need to get off, just tell us. Because we've still got loads.
Go on, roll through.
Right. Victor Lindelof.
Jury's out.
Yeah, Joey's out.
Joey's out.
My player of the year last year, not this year. Romelu Lukaku.
Failed to deliver for me.
He delivered.
I don't think he did.
No.
I don't think he did.
This is a classic case of the stats not telling the full story. And I'll tell you why.
The jury out on him. I don't think you can say failed to
I
deliver
think
because
we've got this Belgian striker and this big strong player who's going to score so many goals and improve our team. He did. I don't think he did.
I think he failed to deliver, and I'll tell you why. Right, he scored 10 goals in his first 10 games. Right.
He looked mint when he first.
And then he went
wear
like
pants in the Stretford end.
Exactly. and then he went like 10 without a goal, whatever, or 9 without a goal. And you look at his stats, and you go, oh well, 10 in 19, that's a really good return. But he's had 9 bad games almost, do you know what I mean, on the spin. And that's what he'd do with Lukaku. He'd have like 4 games where he'd score 7 goals, and then he wouldn't score for another 10. So you go, well, 4 goals in 17 games isn't disastrous. But when you look at it in context, it's like, actually, he's had a lot of bad games, and he never turned up in the big games. He scores at Anfield in that 0-0, and that is a sitter, I don't care what he says. Our paths are very different.
Oh, that was a bad game.
I'm telling you now, the whole football narrative changes massively. So I think failed to deliver. Not a complete disaster, but he scored 42 goals in 96 games, so he can't be. Failed to deliver.
Failed to deliver.
Nemanja Matic.
I mean, it's only one good thing he did, isn't he?
No, he was great for a period of time under Jose and was like, I can see what he's doing here now. And then he just got played to death. And he had an operation in the middle of that, and then it was like Euros or World Cup or something in the middle of that, and he just got played to death, and then we forgot he existed, and then Ollie found him wandering Carrington and was like, do you play football? Do you want to see a game? And we played and was like, he was pretty good, wasn't he? And now he's played too much again, and he's suspended and he's out.
So what are we saying? Jury's out?
I think jury's out.
Failed to deliver for me.
What did you think he was getting?
Do you not remember when we signed him, how Chelsea were losing their minds because of this amazing player?
People underestimated N'Golo Kante. People did. Yeah. People looked at a midfield that had Matic, Kante in it and thought they're both as good as each other, and they weren't. Matic was good, N'Golo Kante was ridiculous. And that was the problem. You couldn't just put Matic in our midfield. You could have put Kante in our midfield, and he would have probably helped not win us the title, but helped us have a realistic title challenge rather than one that was a distant second to City. But Matic wasn't that player, so I'd probably go with Joey's out. I'm with you, Steve. Sorry, Dave. I get where you're coming from.
Oh yes, here we go. Here we go.
Fucking hell, I can't even say this out loud. Alexis Sanchez.
Complete and utter monumental, on the pitch, off the pitch, commercial, fucking dressing room balance, and fucking pedigreed chum, fucking disaster.
And to think he wants him back in the summer.
Does he though?
Could we make another category?
He also tried
complete and utter fucking disaster. Right, just to play devil's advocate.
Shut up, Jay.
You can't.
Right. Diogo Dalot.
I'm glad you moved on then. What, out of interest, the fuck was you going to play devil's advocate with then?
The derby.
Shut up, Jay.
If we'd not signed him, we might not have beat City at the Etihad. And they might have lifted the trophy in front of us.
Or
we
might have.
Mate, I'm just saying to play that. That's all I've got. But no. Diogo Dalot. I'm warming to do.
No, I failed to deliver.
Diogo. I'm going to say Joey's out. Have you forgotten Paris?
Nope.
Hey?
Yeah, it wasn't a penalty there, was it?
What was he shooting there?
Look, he did. I was shouting that. You were the same. What are you doing? What are you doing? I was rating you, Diogo. You're saying failed to deliver. What are you saying, Dave?
Failed to deliver.
You fucking arse, you two. Young lad. Diogo, if you're watching, because I know you're a friend of the channel.
I like him, but he's not done it, has he?
He has as well, did he follow us?
He replies to our messages.
I think
not that that's influencing my decision here at all.
But yeah, I remember in Singapore and in Australia, like he was on the coach texting us outside.
Well, don't you think you should remember that when we're doing this completely unbiased and objective
I'm being objective and unbiased. Fail to deliver. So
I said Jory's out. So sorry.
Sort your shit out.
Just next time, don't reply to them. Just reply to me. I've got you back. Fred.
Jory's out.
Jory's out.
Let's temper it slightly. Yeah, I agree. People will go solid signing. He's having a very good season. He had a pretty average one last season, so let's see how it pans out.
I don't think he's having a very good... I think he's playing well, but it's because he was so bad last season. People are thinking he's amazing now.
I think he has been a little bit overhyped, and he was a little bit sort of over-criticised at times. He didn't really get a fair crack at the whip.
Extreme opinions online.
I know. It's mad, isn't it? So yeah, Jory's out.
When Pogba came on, was it Newcastle when he came on for half an hour or whatever?
Yeah.
I think you saw the level that midfielders can go to. Was it? No, at home.
Oh, sorry, right, yeah.
And you're like, because
McTominay
and Fred just don't do
and then
that.
You saw it and you thought,
if Fred, I don't know if you said this, so forgive me if I'm nicking your quotes, but if Fred didn't shoot, I'd be fucking all over him.
I text him and say, "Don't shoot, mate."
But he's great until he somehow thinks he's good at shooting.
DM me.
And shoots.
That's growing up Brazilian. That's Brazilian privilege. Brazilian privilege, thinking you can shoot.
That's what I mean.
And no one being like, "Fuck you doing, you dick." Don't do that.
Stop it. It's like Ange always says. He's always standing over free kicks. Why? He took one at the Etihad. Why? Stop doing that. He was telling him he's good at free kicks. Right, Jory's out. Is that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Lee Grant.
Solid signing.
I mean,
why?
What evidence have we got for any opinion on this?
Because it's the same. We knew exactly what we were going to do. We were buying a third choice goalkeeper, and he's been there.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he was going to be a lot better than he was. Right.
Did what he said on the tin, didn't it?
Daniel James is a controversial one.
Jory's out.
Yeah, I think Jory's out.
Jory's out, and I think
we bought him as a Jory's out player as well.
Personally, he's been over. People are going on because I was sticking up for him the other day on social media, and we're going, he's just not good enough. He's probably, in fact, I don't know. I think you pay 15 million quid for a 21-year-old, you're going to get a Daniel James. So is he not a solid signing?
I think Jory's still out.
I don't think he's done enough yet.
All right, Jory's still out. Aaron Wan-Bissaka.
I think you got what we thought we were getting here, and if you didn't, you'd not watched him enough.
Solid.
I actually thought there would be more to his game with a different team.
Is he not the same then, Daniel James, in that respect?
No, because I think Dan James has not been delivering what we thought and know he can do.
Okay, I'm with you there.
Whereas I think Wan-Bissaka, we knew he was a tackling machine. We knew he was weaker going forward, and I think we got that.
I think there's potential in him to be better though, so that's why I'm saying Jory's out.
Wan-Bissaka, undoubtedly, yeah, but I mean, like for now.
No, he's better than anything we've got.
I think it should be probably another category in there, like a bit underwhelmed.
Yeah. Oh, now you fucking say it. Just as we're getting to the end of the list. Nice one, dickhead. Right. So what's you're saying? Solid signing. You're saying Jory's out. I've got the deciding vote. I'm gonna say Jory's out. You know, and I know where you're coming from, Steve. But I think yes, you should have known what you're getting. But there is an element of I thought he could actually do a bit more than what he'd done at Palace. I thought he could.
I thought he could have a little bit as well.
Yeah, and I don't think he has quite done that. So I think he probably will. But for the moment, I'm going to go with Jory's out. Harry Maguire.
Me club captain.
The club captain. The legend.
Fucking hell's all that about? He's literally last on this list. Oh no, he's not, I guess.
No, there's 2 more to go, don't worry.
Well, hang on. All right.
No, yeah, I know what you've just seen. And we'll obviously get to that. Right, 80 million quid, 5 million with add-ons, another 5 million with add-ons from what I believe.
I would have hoped for another 10-15% out of him than what we've seen. But that might be how shit we are.
But he's a solid signing. You're paying 80 million for an English centre-half.
He's improved us defensively. And I know everyone's like, we've conceded more goals. Defensively, we are improved, but collectively, we're not as good. There's a difference.
I'm going to go. So what are you saying, solid signing?
Yeah.
In the middle here, between Jory's out and solid signing.
Yeah, we had a category, but you've gone solid signing. I'll go Jory's out. Dave, you're the deciding vote.
Solid.
Right, fair enough. Right, I've done these because the signings, and people go, when you've not mentioned them, it's almost impossible to say it, but we've got him, so we'll say it. Bruno Fernandes.
He's failed to deliver. He's not scored a goal yet.
No goals, no assists.
Complete disaster. Goals support. Goes in Portugal, right? Banging him in for fun, scoring worldies, setting up loads of goals.
Farmers
comes
League.
Here,
couldn't wait to get back, could he either?
No.
Changing shirts.
You know what I mean?
What's it all about?
You think he's here on holiday? You're here to deliver, mate. You're not doing. Terrible.
Solid. Jory's out, I'm going to say.
Yeah. And even better.
He's got to be on it. Yeah. Fucking hell.
We don't know. And even one is even better for you, Odie Nagalo.
Club legend. There's no fucking way you come in the way. I mean, look at him. He's posting photos of himself all the way down the years. The interview alone where he's like, my agent's like, you're going to take a pay cut. And he's like, full on arse, mate. Get me there.
I'm waiting for the picture of him out in the megastore, coming out of the megastore with like 30 bags. Like, he's half an hour scarf on match day, visiting the Trafford Centre. It's going to be like full on.
I can't wait. I can't fucking wait.
So, club legend Odie Nagalo.
Just the reception he's going to get when he comes on.
It's gonna disintegrate somewhat.
Listen,
after he gives the ball
Odion, if you're watching, and I'm just going to assume you are, you need to be in the Stretford end after you score. That's all you need to do. That's what a proper fan would do.
If
you're a proper fan, throw a shirt, get in there.
I don't care
and have a
if it's the second minute and you're already on a booking. Do it.
Yeah, second minute already booking and we're 3 down and you've scored 1 consolation goal. Just fucking get in there, mate. If you're a fan, you're doing what we all want to do. So just fucking get in the crowd with everyone else.
Seriously.
Get on the cans.
Get on the cans. There you go. So there you have it. This has been the Full-Time Devils post Sir Alex Ferguson signing tier list. That's been David Pritt. Where can people find you?
At David Pritt on YouTube and Insta, and David J Pritt on Twitter.
Are you still going to every single Manchester United game known to man?
Well, when they don't clash.
That's his bit. It's a part-timer. Did you miss
How many games have you done this year so far?
This season, 96.
That's this season, not this calendar year. That's from August.
Yeah.
Not bad.
96 games. You absolute part-timer. I worked out right. I've got a minute. There's been at least 103 games, so you've missed 7 games.
Disappointing, isn't it?
Fraud.
The under-15s are screwing that you didn't go there. I mean, that's terrible. Steve, where can people find you? What have you got coming up? You're always up to some shit, you. What's going on next?
I haven't really got nothing crazy going on. Just trying to fucking get through everything. So busy, it's a piss take.
Go and check Steve. You know where to find him, and check out Paddock as well because he's got so much going on there. You know where to find Dave. I've been Jay. It's been Full-Time Devils. Don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.